The neighborhood is full of power washers and window cleaners today. Look over and there's another window cleaning company just about 4 houses down. So I didn't recognize the company, I didn't recognize the guy. So I wanted to go over and introduce myself, and which I always try to do. I like to talk to other window cleaners and get to know them. Sometimes they're a little bit like, gun shy, and they don't want to talk about stuff, and they get a little threatened or protective of their territory. Like, whatever, man. If you want to steal my jobs, go right ahead. Doesn't really faze me. But I'm not going to reveal too much. I don't talk about my prices. So the customer he was working at is at the house. I used to do their house. I did the soft washing and the window cleaning. I haven't got a return phone call from them in quite a long time, so I figured they went with somebody else. And they're really nice, but super nitpicky, and I think his wife is kind of on the edge of dementia. I don't know. And it's, it's sad, it's not an easy thing. But it makes it difficult for me because then she's coming back and saying, oh, did you get that window? Did you get that window? And repeating herself or confusing me with somebody else. And I'm just like, man, how do you deal with that? It's heartbreaking and it's sad. And then when it starts encroaching on my time and my job, and she'll start questioning stuff, and I'm like, listen, I already did that. That wasn't me, that was somebody else you're thinking about. How do you handle that? With a customer, you try to be gentle, you try to be kind. So I kind of stopped calling them just because I didn't know how to deal with that. So anyways, he was doing their property. I went over, I talked to him, got to know him really well. Pretty cool guy, an old timer. His name is Steve. I haven't seen him in the area at all before this, and he's got to be in his 60s. He's been doing it for decades, so it's kind of cool to to talk to somebody else and see what they're up to, see what they're doing through soft washing and window cleaning. All ladders, no water-fed pole. So this is kind of cool. He was like, we started talking. And he's like, oh, well, he said to me, I've never seen somebody use a water-fed pole before. I was like, oh, because I know what it's about. I've seen them on the internet, but I've never seen them used in person. I said, come on over, I'll show you how to set it up, and how I do the windows. So he came over, showed him how I had read the TDS coming out of the house, and then put it through my cart and with the pre-filters and all that kind of stuff. And then I showed him how I did the windows. He's like, oh, it's pretty cool, And so it's kind of neat to to have that conversation. And I'm like, wow, this guy's been doing this for 20 or odd years or more, and he has not seen a water-fed pole used. And it came down to, it's like, that's really interesting. I probably won't change, but I can see how it would be useful. And I think that's pretty common with a lot of guys. Sometimes we get stuck in our in a way of doing things, and we don't want to change it, which is, I don't have a problem with that. If it works for you, it works for you, which is not a problem. But it's just interesting to me that he's been doing it for so long and has not seen somebody use a pole face to face in real life. So on that same block, there was him. There's another guy doing windows, and myself, all on the same block. So that's pretty cool. Business is starting to come up again. People are starting to get a lot of work again, which is nice. Anyway, I just want to kind of share that with you. My experience at that place, talking with that guy, and it was kind of good. It was good to meet somebody in the industry for so long and get his perspective. And we talked about cleaning solutions and all that kind of stuff. What he's using. I gave him a free sample of our tiger wool, which is cool. He doesn't use bronze, but he said he'll try it. So anyways, I'm gonna go take off and do this dealership. I had to stop here and get a coffee. I'll talk to you guys soon. So if you relieve the pressure in your hose line before turning this off, you won't have a bad splash on you, or have to do what I just did. And always remember to put your customer's hose back on. It's just annoying when they come back out like, oh, it's all apart, why is my water not working? And you realize, oh, my window cleaner didn't put everything back on. Make sure it's spraying out. A little good customer care there.